So I'm starting off with my primer and foundation. The one that I'm using is the Smashbox Photofinish primer and my new favorite foundation, the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. I really have been loving it so much that it actually might possibly steal my heart and be my first, like, #1 favorite foundation ever. I do have a full review coming up to you guys on this foundation soon. So I'm using the shade Noisette and I'm just blending that in with my Sigma F80 flat top kabuki brush. And next for concealer, I'm taking the Maybelline Master Conceal, which is one of my new favorite concealers, and the Morphe brush to blend it out. I'm also just taking a tiny amount of it and putting it down the center of my face to highlight there as well. Next, I am setting my face with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm using a Firma beauty brush. These are some new brushes that I actually got a chance to try from the company, and they are 100% cruelty-free, and they are 100% handcrafted in Japan, so they're amazing luxury brushes, and I really have been loving them. This one in particular I've really been liking for setting the face because it just gives a light dusting of powder and not like a heavy cake coverage, so I really like it for that. Next, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette to set my under eye with that first banana shade there. And then I'm also going to take it down the middle of my face just to set the product that I put there before. Next, I'm taking that middle contouring shade and just using it to kind of bronze up my face. I like this shade because it's warm enough to bronze but cool enough not to come off orange on the cheeks. So I'm also just kind of going around the temples and everything like that. Next, I'm taking the shade Sombre, which is completely cool tone, using my NARS Ita brush and just making more of that sharp, kind of harsher contour. Even though it is Valentine's Day, I'm one of those girls that definitely do not shy away from being full-on glam, so I couldn't stay away from my full coverage, full, like, contour routine. Now with that banana shade, what I'm going to do is go right underneath that contour just to clean it up and make sure I'm remaining that area highlighted and making sure that the contour stays very sharp in that area and doesn't get any kind of contour color down there. So next I'm taking this Firma Beauty blush brush and the Makeup Geek Honeymoon blush. I love this blush. It just gives it such a soft romantic glow that I think is perfect for Valentine's Day, and this brush really applies blush just perfectly. I feel like the shape is so amazing. The company was actually kind enough to give you guys a coupon code for 5% off, so hallelujah, thank you to them. I will leave the coupon code and the link to their website down below for you guys. Next, I am highlighting using Becca's Opal, and I just kind of sped through this part because the shot was a little bit out of focus and I never noticed, so sorry about that. And then I went on and did my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown and their number 12 brush. And then onto the eyes, I am priming the lids with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And what I also have been really doing lately is priming the lower lash line. So I went ahead and took another Firma beauty brush and just make sure to prime that lower lash line area, because I noticed that when I don't do that, the shadows that I put on the lower lash line, they fade very quickly and they do not last throughout the day. So I went ahead and made sure that I did that. Next thing I did was take another Firma beauty brush, and this one's just like a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I took that same powder and just set the primer, because I find that when you set the primer that you put, it really helps to make the shadows blend a lot better. So I went ahead and did that. And these brushes are incredibly soft, by the way. I was really impressed by them. So finally, I'm getting some use out of my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I'm taking the shade Limit, I believe this is, and I'm using a, I know this is funny, but a Forever 21 tag to kind of like just get that harsh line, and I'm just holding it up. This is a really cool trick. You can use anything like a business card even. And I'm just taking my Sigma E40 brush, not card, and I'm just putting that shade Limit right into the crease. And I'm doing the same to the other eye, of course. And this is not sponsored by Forever 21, by the way. I just randomly had the tag because I got my shirt from Forever 21. So it was just sitting right there, and I figured I'd make some use out of it. So next I'm taking the shade Nooner, which is a really pretty kind of mid-tone, cool mauve shade. And I'm just putting that right into the crease, but I'm only putting it on the outer half of the crease and just slightly kind of transitioning it in the inner corner, but mainly sticking it really on the outer corner. A main part of this look and technique is to make sure that that outer corner of the crease is really sharp. So I went ahead and took a pencil brush by Sigma and just applied the same shade Nooner, and then I went ahead and took this Morphe blending brush and applied that again just to really build it up. The whole trick is to just keep building up that outer corner crease, and I took a Sigma E35 here in this clip and just kept building it up and blending it out to really keep that precision but still making sure that it's blended. And like I said, you can really see that I'm really trying to build it up. And then I took this Naked Cosmetics Pigment. I will leave the name down below, but it's this gorgeous, beautiful champagne shade. You can actually even use this as a highlight on the cheekbones. And I went ahead and wet the brush with my Avène Thermal Spring Water. And I only applied this pigment on the lid, making sure not to cover that crease and that harsh line. I really wanted to keep the inner part of the eye look very highlighted and open and just very iridescent. So I wanted to make sure that I packed on that pigment on the front part of the lid as well. And as you can see, I'm just really building up the pigment until it is extremely bright and angelic and soft. I really thought that this look was really pretty for Valentine's Day because it's super just angelic and soft and romantic, and I really like it. Next, I'm taking that first shade right there just to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. For the lower lash line, I'm just taking Limit and Nooner mixed together and just doing it really softly. I went way more soft than I usually do the lower lash line, but you can definitely smoke it out and make it more sexy, but I just decided to keep the softness and only add a little bit of color. And then on the lower lash line, I went ahead and tight lined with this nude liner. And then for the top of the waterline, I used a brown liner. The nude is really going to help keep the look very soft and romantic. And then I went ahead, did some lashes, mascara, liquid liner, you guys know the drill. Then added some lipstick. I chose to go with MAC's Honey Love. I feel like this look would look very girly and pretty if you added a soft baby pink as well. So this is pretty much the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, thumbs up, and I will of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah. Spot on. Obviously, like again, like Saint Germain is such a unique color. It's an amplified formula, so amplified formulas by MAC really have this amplified